Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave division rivals stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNSFANS. Let's get to the news. The Cleveland Browns are once again at a crossroads, and the words coming out of MYLES Garrett's mouth are echoing loudly across Berea and beyond. For years, Garrett has been one of the most dominant forces on defense, a player who embodies the grit and resilience that Browns fans hold close to their hearts. But now, more than ever, he's making it clear that his future with the team hinges on one thing: winning. And not just winning some games here and there, but competing for Super Bowls, for the ultimate prize in football. Garrett's message couldn't be clearer. On Friday, he reiterated that he's only committed to being part of the Browns if the organization is serious about winning. He openly acknowledged that his 6 years with head coach Kevin Stefanski have been a roller coaster, with more downs than ups. That's a bold statement, especially from a player who has been the anchor of Cleveland's defense, leading the team with 22 sacks this season, and just 1 sack shy of tying the NFL single-season record. The fact that Garrett is willing to speak so candidly about his frustrations and aspirations shows how much he cares about the direction of this franchise. He made it plain that he's not interested in more rebuilds or tanking in 2026. He's done with that. I quote Max Crosby, Garrett said, referring to the Las Vegas Raiders star who's also known for his fierce competitiveness. I'm committed to winning, and as long as the team and the organization are doing that, they're committed to that same thing, then I'm all in. But if we're thinking anything other than winning, whether it's tanking or rebuilding, it's not me. That's a powerful statement from a player who's clearly at a point where he's looking for clarity, for a real plan to contend now, not years down the line. This all comes after Garrett's very public push for a trade last offseason. At that point, he was frustrated because he didn't see the Browns' vision aligning with his Super Bowl dreams. Coming off a 4-13 season, it's understandable why Garrett was feeling that way. No player, especially someone of his caliber, wants to spend years in a rebuild without any clear path to victory. But then in March, Garrett signed a massive 4-year extension worth $40 million annually, including a no-trade clause that gives him control over his future. That move signaled his commitment to Cleveland, at least on paper. But now, with the season ending and uncertainty looming over Stefanski's job security, Garrett's words are a wake-up call. He's not shying away from discussing the coaching situation either. Garrett has been asked many times about his head coach, and his responses have been honest, if not somewhat guarded. I play football, he said when asked about Stefanski. If they ask me my opinion on whatever they ask me about, I just focus on playing football. That's a reminder that, at the end of the day, Garrett's priority is to perform on the field, but his words carry weight because he's one of the most respected leaders on this team. When pressed about his experience under Stefanski, Garrett didn't hold back. It's been 5. He said with a hint of frustration. Expletive. My experience has had its ups and downs. Unfortunately, more downs than ups. I've wanted to make more noise in some years, especially this one with how well we've played on defense. But it just wasn't in the cards. We've got to continue to grow and find ways to improve because this team has too much talent not to. That's a candid assessment from a player who knows the potential of this squad better than most. And Garrett's not just thinking about the coaching staff or the past. He's also looking to the future. When asked if he prefers stability and continuity, he replied, I want things to be successful, however that looks. That's a nuanced answer, showing that he's open to change but also wants what's best for the team. The question now is whether Stefanski's job is safe, especially with a disappointing 4-12 record heading into Sunday's finale against the Cincinnati Bengals. The Browns' front office is under pressure to decide whether they believe Stefanski can lead this team to the postseason or if it's time for a fresh start. Garrett's also expressed admiration for defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz, who's been praised for turning around the Browns' defense after a rough start. I like Jim, Garrett said. I like the coaches that we have. I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but I'd love to keep playing under Jim and see us keep improving. But those decisions are made by the guys who sign my checks, so I just focus on doing my job and trust they'll make the right calls. It's clear that Garrett has a lot of respect for Schwartz and what he's brought to the defense, which has been a bright spot in an otherwise tumultuous season. Looking ahead, there's plenty of speculation about what the Browns might do next season. Will they stick with Stefanski, or will they look to make a change? If they do, the hope is that the new leadership will align with Garrett's desire to chase championships rather than rebuilds. There's also talk about Shedeur Sanders potentially becoming the Browns' starting quarterback in 2026, which could mean some growing pains early on, but also a chance to build something special with a young, talented passer. Garrett's desire for a winning culture is clear, and he's ready to be part of whatever it takes to get there. Browns' defense has been a roller coaster all year, but Garrett's presence has been a constant. His ability to pressure quarterbacks and disrupt plays has kept Cleveland in many games, even when the offense struggled. His pursuit of the NFL single-season sack record is just the cherry on top of what has been an incredible season for him personally. And yet, despite his individual achievements, Garrett's main focus remains on winning and making sure the team is heading in the right direction. As we watch Sunday's game and look ahead to the offseason, it's impossible not to feel a sense of anticipation. The Browns have talented pieces, a fierce leader in Garrett, and a coaching staff capable of turning things around if given the right support. But it all hinges on one thing: a shared commitment to winning. If the organization, the coaching staff, and the players are on the same page, Cleveland could be on the verge of something special in 2024 and beyond. But if not, Garrett's words serve as a reminder that the time for excuses is over. Cleveland fans want to see their team compete at the highest level, and Garrett is ready to lead that charge, as long as they're all in for the same goal. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on Garrett's comments? Do you believe the team will be able to turn things around with the right leadership? Are you confident Stefanski will be back next season, or do you think a change is inevitable? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Browns. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. This team has the talent, the passion, and the fan base to make a real splash next year. It's just a matter of getting everyone aligned and hungry for victory. Let's go Browns!